Have you ever been holding a baby who has just been fed, changed, and cared for, yet they continue to cry? Many parents find this situation frustrating and confusing. The first thought is often, "But I just fed the baby. Why are they still crying?" The answer lies in understanding one of the most important facts about infant psychology. Crying is not simply a sign of hunger. Crying is a baby's primary form of communication. Before babies can smile intentionally, point at objects, or speak words, they communicate through sounds, facial expressions, body movements, and most importantly, crying. Imagine arriving in a completely unfamiliar country where you do not understand the language. You cannot explain what you need, what is bothering you, or what would make you feel better. Now imagine that your only way to communicate is by pressing a single alarm button. That is somewhat similar to the experience of being a newborn baby. When a baby cries, they are not necessarily saying, "Feed me." They are saying, "Something is not right, and I need help." One of the most common reasons babies cry is fatigue. Surprisingly, tired babies often do not peacefully drift off to sleep. Instead, they may become increasingly fussy, restless, and vocal. This happens because a baby's nervous system is still developing. Unlike adults, babies have limited ability to regulate their emotions and physical states. When babies become overtired, their bodies may release stress hormones that make it even harder for them to settle down. Parents sometimes interpret this crying as a sign that the baby needs more stimulation or another feeding, when what the baby truly needs is a quiet environment and an opportunity to sleep. Another major cause of crying is overstimulation. The world is an intense place for a newborn. Think about everything a baby experiences in a single day: bright lights, television sounds, conversations, music, new faces, different smells, physical movement, new environments. An adult brain can filter much of this information automatically. A baby's brain cannot do this efficiently yet. Every sound, sight, and sensation competes for attention. After spending time in a busy environment, some babies become overwhelmed. They may turn their heads away, avoid eye contact, become fussy, and eventually start crying. This crying is not a sign of hunger. It is a signal that their developing brain needs a break. Researchers who study infant development often describe babies as active learners. Their brains are constantly processing information. While this learning is essential, it can also be exhausting. Physical discomfort is another important reason babies cry. Adults often underestimate how sensitive infants are to small discomforts. A slightly wet diaper may not seem significant to us, but for a baby, it can feel highly irritating. Clothing that is too tight, a room that is too warm, a room that is too cold, trapped gas, teething discomfort, or even an awkward sleeping position can trigger crying. Because babies cannot adjust their environment independently, they rely on caregivers to identify and solve these problems. This is why experienced parents often go through a mental checklist when a baby cries. Have they eaten recently? Do they need sleep? Is their diaper clean? Are they too hot or too cold? Do they need to burp? Have they had too much stimulation? Each question helps decode the message hidden behind the crying. One of the most fascinating discoveries in infant psychology is that babies also cry because they need emotional connection. Human babies are born remarkably dependent compared to many other species. Some animals can walk within hours of birth. Human babies require years of care and protection. Because of this dependence, babies are biologically programmed to seek closeness with caregivers. When a baby is held, rocked, spoken to gently, or cuddled, several powerful things happen. Their heart rate may slow. Stress levels can decrease. They become more relaxed. Most importantly, they begin to feel safe. Safety is not just a physical need for babies. It is also an emotional need. Sometimes a baby who has been fed, changed, and rested simply wants reassurance that a trusted caregiver is nearby. This is not manipulation. This is not bad behavior. This is normal human development. For decades, psychologists have studied attachment, the emotional bond that develops between babies and their caregivers. Research consistently shows that responsive caregiving helps children build secure attachment relationships. When caregivers respond consistently and sensitively to a baby's needs, the child gradually develops trust. The baby learns something incredibly important about the world. When I need help, someone responds. When I feel distressed, someone comforts me. When I am scared or uncomfortable, I am not alone. These early experiences become the foundation for emotional development later in life. Another reason babies cry is frustration. Even very young infants can experience frustration when they are unable to achieve what they want. They may want to see a caregiver's face, reach a toy, change positions, or continue an activity they enjoy. Although their desires are simple compared to those of older children, the emotions can still be intense. Because babies lack language skills, frustration often emerges as crying. There are also times when babies cry for reasons that remain unclear. This reality can be difficult for parents to accept. Even pediatricians, psychologists, and experienced caregivers cannot always identify the exact cause of every cry. Some infants experience periods of increased crying, particularly during the first few months of life. Evening fussiness is especially common. During these periods, babies may seem more difficult to soothe despite receiving excellent care. This does not mean parents are doing something wrong. Sometimes infant crying reflects the normal challenges of adapting to life outside the womb. Inside the womb, babies experienced constant warmth, movement, and sound. After birth, they must adjust to an entirely different world. That transition takes time. One of the most helpful mindset shifts for parents is to stop viewing crying as a problem that must always be eliminated immediately. Instead, think of crying as information. Each cry is a message. Sometimes the message is hunger. Sometimes it is fatigue. Sometimes it is overstimulation. Sometimes it is discomfort. Sometimes it is a need for connection. And sometimes the message is simply, I am having a hard time right now. When parents approach crying with curiosity rather than panic, they often feel more confident and less overwhelmed. Rather than asking, how do I stop this crying? They begin asking, what is my baby trying to communicate? That question transforms the entire experience. The next time you hear a baby cry, remember that you are witnessing one of the earliest forms of human communication. Long before babies speak their first word, they are already sharing information about their needs, feelings, and experiences. Their cries are not random noise. They are messages from a developing mind, reaching out to the people it trusts most. And every time a caregiver responds with patience, observation, and care, they are doing much more than calming a baby. They are helping build the foundation of trust, security, emotional health, and human connection that will support that child for years to come. That is the remarkable psychology hidden behind something as simple and as powerful as a baby's cry.